been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome. Welcome to Callum's Hangout.
Just me.
There's just you.
Oh, it's just like nothing's really new out this week, is
No.
it? So just thought.
No, Star Wars Celebration was last week. We've had our update with that as well. So we will just hang out, talk Star Wars or figures. I can't even talk Marvel Legends because I've gone completely off it. Yo, how you doing? But
What do you mean you've gone off it?
don't know. You know when you get like a drive, or like you get like this, like sod everything else. All I want to do is collect Power Rangers. Power Ranger. I want that Power Ranger. I want that Power Ranger. I want that Power. And then that's gone. Do you know what I mean? It's just gone. Now it's sort of Star Wars is kind of coming back.
It's only because It's only because you went to Celebration and Mandalorian's been good as well.
Mandalorian's been really cool. Like it really juvenized back up. Hi, Darth Rock. I hope you're doing well, mate. Hello. Hope you're doing well, mate. So yeah, I mean, Marvel Legends for me, I think it's a different level. It's a different playing field. Marvel Legends is like, I want one Captain America. I have Captain America. If they release another one, it needs to be exactly the same Captain America, but looking better. But they won't, and Spider-Man.
I think, but I haven't bought Marvel Legends for ages either.
No.
But I think it's mainly like Spider-Man and stuff. If a new Spider-Man comes out, then I'll probably grab it. But
You're going to get the Spider-Verse stuff.
No. That's the only thing I won't get.
You watch it and then you'll be like, oh my God, I'm going to get it.
Oh,
Lee,
I
thought you was working. What are you doing? Called in before work. Well, I'm glad you made it, mate. How you doing?
got to do it. Getting loads of comments.
Oh, what's all these? What are you doing? You're not out and about. It's just a Saturday night. Hi, 1980s. How you doing, mate? Got any new pickups this week? Any new vintage? Yo, Steve, could you show us your Scorch fig?
Well, at least it's Scorch fig that I asked you for. I've got mine to hand.
He didn't ask you though, did he?
Okay, there you go.
My Scorch is still regular Scorch. I haven't upgraded him yet.
What are you going to do to him?
We're going to paint him, aren't I?
Yeah, but in what way?
I was thinking of painting him completely pink.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That'd be quite cool.
No, I was going to do an upgrade. So more dirty, just to fall in line with the other guys.
What, like give him a wash and stuff?
Well, dirtying them up. It's not exactly washing them, is it? But yeah, black wash. God, this thing's so like, boing, look at that light. So yeah,
here's my figure and cover it up with your hand.
Yeah. I can't even pick up the light because it's like. If I just cover it, that doing that black collar around at the bottom there just adds so much more to the figure.
Yeah,
it makes it
don't look all one piece, does it?
Yeah, that's what that white one that they're bringing out is missing. And he's also missing.
Yeah, I think
extra lines.
The only reason that's the only reason I'd get that figure, to be honest, is to paint it.
Yeah. I would imagine it go down in price, to be honest. I don't even think it would do well.
Oh yeah, people.
But yeah, this guy, it will get painted. I just finding the time. Actually, I had to do an extra shift this week at work as well because there was sickness. So I had to go into work. So what would have had an extra day this week, I haven't. But I'm actually planning to do a live on my own and paint him.
I always think about doing that and then can't be bothered.
Yeah. But no, I think it's just fun to do, therapeutic. But It's like I've got to charge everything at the same time. I've got to have that on one side, charge my phone, have the other thing on side. Oh dear. Hi Gareth, hope you're doing well, mate.
I mean, this is my most recent one. Obviously, I need to tidy it up a bit because I've got a speck of paint there. That I didn't mean
It's the
to.
worst, isn't it? When you think like you've done your painting and then you go, right, take
Yeah.
some pictures, and you're like,
Yeah,
what's wrong
I've
with
got
that?
like
What have I done? Like,
bits just splashed on, or you can still see some of the blue underneath or something. So
yeah.
just got to go back over it again.
Well, I've decided what I'm going to do with mine. So
I'm gonna get some more. I've got to because I want to do those different coloured ones.
yeah.
But he's an easy one to paint as well because he's not got too much blue on him.
Yeah, and the thing is, the overalls and all that is just sort of a simple colour, isn't it? And then you just doing your patterns on their thing.
I did some gold on it. And I painted him blonde.
So I'm just going to use Power Ranger heads for mine. Just give them a bit more personality.
Yeah, it's just the helmet. I completely forgot to heat it up.
If you it'd be fine if you spray it with a sealant and then put it in water. It'd be fine. Or
it's sprayed.
I would say get a hairdryer, but if you got one at hand,
I have for my beard.
Or then put a hairdryer on it. Don't have to use water. Let's get the bloody mic out of the way. I've done it to make myself look cool. How do
sad?
I know. How do Steve? I'm loving your video.
Right, I'm going to super
first time I've ever been able to make walls for your tutorials. Oh, thank you, mate. Same as Callum, actually. He got his particular way. Diorama.
Oh yeah. I'm just super gluing. I'm doing a live custom. I'm super gluing it.
Yeah, don't do your fingers. Hello there, guys. How you doing, Mr. B? I got retro indie from Forbidden Planet. Nice, very nice indeed. What do you think of the indie adventure series? I'm hooked.
I'm gonna get it. Yeah, we're gonna pre-order. It's actually 40 quid, and it's like only £10 more than a normal figure.
You know, has it given a release date on that?
Yeah, June.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay, it's not too bad.
I think demand toys.
How is life for you both? Well, let's just go back up. So, I'm glad you've done your diorama walls and stuff like that. But for the Indiana Jones series, I'm not going to collect them all unless they go really, really cheap and it's a figure that I want. If I had to say I want a list of 5 figures from Indiana Jones, it will be Indy, Short Round.
Who's announced?
Yeah. Probably like the woman. It depends on what they do with her, but I used to have a little crush on the one from Temple of Doom, like his sort of like love interest.
Obviously, you've got the new film coming out as well, so you'll probably get even more from that.
Yeah, so there's those ones. But I mean, to be honest, there's not many sort of figures out there.
Some of the German soldiers would be good.
Yeah, if they do like World War II soldiers and sort of like I think there was a US sort of submarine. If they had some of those kind of guys in there, I'll probably pick up a couple of them because they would probably look pretty cool to sort of just do a weird diorama or some pictures or whatever, which would be pretty cool. But I do like. I mean, it's a good figure, but I just feel like the flaws are there, and I just feel like. The hands, it really annoyed me with the hands on those little ball pegs. They just spin. There's no articulation whatsoever. Life is good. How's life for you, Callum?
All right. I've been doing some diorama stuff. I haven't done it for a while. Ordered some more foam as well, but kind of done this bar. And it's got an opening door as well. So
it's the wrong way, isn't it?
Huh? No.
But yeah,
I'm going to try and do an inside for a bar.
Yeah. Well, like sort of like so you could see through the door and you can see like slightly.
And then get do a bar and like an actual bar and stuff.
Oh, cool. Life for me is pretty good. I'm quite buzzing actually. I don't know if you ever watched my my sort of like Lonely Hearts video that I released 1st of March. and I was fighting to go and get my kids. I'm actually going to go and see my kids Tuesday. Can't wait. Big up, man. There was another 4 indie put on pre-order by Zavi yesterday. Yeah, there's quite a few of them, and the one that is from the Temple of Doom for some reason is $34.99. Even though he's exactly the same as the rest, he's got no.
Yeah, I thought that.
Or anything.
It's the same one in demand.
I know it'll be a popular release. That's why. We're gonna. Well, actually, we can start talking about the Mandalorian. Actually, I'm just making vids and taking pictures. Nice one, Darth. Nice one. I haven't done a video. I've still got two reviews together, but I'm just doing it slowly.
I've got loads to do, like put out, like loads of those Sonic ones.
Oh,
they've been doing so well, Sonic figures.
Well, you probably think that there's probably not many people out there review it.
So they've been doing quite well.
I've still got to do this guy yet.
Yeah, I want to see that review because then I'll make my mind up.
Yeah, stop it. Literally, if I think it's rubbish now, I'm going to big it up like massive, and then you get it and go,
yeah, I really want to ruin your credibility.
Yeah. Have you? There was a sideshow version. I really want to get another one with it, but make it battle damaged. But if I get another one, I want 2 decent ones and a battle damaged one. But,
yeah, I was going to say, because if you get the battle damaged one, you could get the what is it? The carbon connection?
Horrible credit edition where they keep releasing those bloody things. Awful. We'll come back to Mandalorian. My last figure was Black Series Dark Trooper. Oh, nice. Yeah, I got that one, and what was it? Mike. Stormtrooper Mike.
Mick.
It's Mike. It's like microphone. MIC.
Mick, isn't it?
No, because that's Mike, isn't it? A microphone is MIC.
Yeah, but Mike is also MIKE.
No, it's Mick.
Just call him Mick. Just call him Mickey.
Hello.
Don't you know Mickey?
Hop on for a little bit. Oh, nice. Well, we can always organise that another time for you. We need to do that, actually. Bring on some guests and whatnot, don't we? Like,
yeah, I was thinking about doing it with the like some of the winners of the challenges and stuff. So we'll see. We'll have a look. What I'll do is I'll put it out in the group again, see if anyone on there wants to join. Like we get Barry or someone.
We've been talking since we both really started our YouTube channel. We both started off together, so we'll definitely get you on, mate. We'll sit down and go through our collections and whatnot, and we'll get a few guest people on, actually. All right, gotta go, lads. I'll watch more vids tonight. All the very best for Tuesday, mate. Hope it all goes well. For you both, all good times. Rock and roll. Cheers, mate. Thank you so much. So Mandalorian. Let's go back to Gareth. Did you guys like episode 7 from the Mandalorian?
I did.
Blimey, I'm surprised.
I've liked the whole series. It's been a really good series.
I've liked the old series as well, to be honest. I just find it really good. So I feel like I'm really forward in this chair.
I feel like this is probably like the best series of Mandalorian we've had.
Yeah, I think
it's
the same.
Action all the time.
Yeah, it has been. Well, this is what I was saying last week, because a lot of people are like, oh well, we don't know what's going on. There's no story to it. But as I said last week, season 2 finished the Mandalorian story. He was to replace Grogu. Well, keep him safe and deliver him to someone else. There was no story beyond that. And then all of a sudden, in Mandalorian, in Boba Fett, he was kind of replaced back to where he was in episode 2 as chapter 1. But I think now, like, this whole would people be happy if it was the whole series for him? Because the only thing that was really here is that he took his helmet off and he was to be redeemed. Would people be happy if the whole series was for him to enter that lake just to redeem himself back to a Mandalorian.
Exactly.
Because
And
that's where I thought it was going. You
Yeah.
know, like it was like, oh, I've got to get IGI 88.
But they got that out of the way pretty quickly. And I was
Yeah.
glad about that.
Yeah, and it's actually put 2 seasons into one. It's got rid of that and it's gone straight into another bit, hasn't it? So
Yeah.
it's really good. So
I think, and the way they've kind of brought Gideon into it again, I really like it. Like I was saying to Fraser the other day, like I hate him. Do you know what I mean? And that's good.
Yeah.
Like he's actually a villain. Like you actually, I can't stand him.
Yeah.
Like every time you see him, just think, oh God, not him again.
Yeah.
And it's like, and that's good. And the way he looks really menacing now with his new armor as well, which is really good. So
yeah. I think, and he's been upgraded as well. It's not the same Gideon now. He's like, I like the way he's gone off though to get changed. I'm going to put this on now because I'm going to show up. But yeah, see episode 7, I thought it was brilliant. Just, you know, I kind of knew that it was going to be good because last week everyone's like, I hate the Mandalorian. They put Lizzo in it and Jack Black and everyone just hates everything. Like
people would have moaned no matter who played that character.
It's always like a week, and then Star Wars. As soon as Star Wars might just do one little thing, you know, it's a series, and it was one episode that was a little bit cack compared to the rest.
Yeah,
and it's like, and I'm like, what are you on about? Like,
I see it as it's a good thing in a way that they've brought people like Lizzo and Jack Black into it because they're different. They bring a new fan base into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
I think,
a different take on things.
I'm a little bit like, I think they could get unknown actors to play those sort of roles because it just comes across a little bit too Jack Black or, you know, and a little bit too cheesy for Star Wars. But I'm willing to swallow one pill and then the rest is good, if that makes sense.
It's rare that you have a solid series and only one little hiccup.
Because the series before it was like stupid little frog lady, you know, there was a few little bits like that, and it
naff, wasn't it?
And it felt like Sesame Street season 2 because it was like today's special guest is Bo-Katan. Today's special guest is Ahsoka. Today's special guest Luke Skywalker. You know, and it was like, oh, we're going back to Cobb Vanth. It was just like. It just never felt Mando, you know, and then Boba Fett comes in, steals Mando's thing, then Mando comes back and steals Boba Fett's show. So, you know, I feel this one's more solid. I literally feel, you know. So, yeah, I liked it. Let's have a go through here.
Let's catch up on.
Yeah. Have you got a mouse? Can you go through it? Because I haven't plugged my mouse in. I hate using these pad phones.
We've done that one. Done that one. What's your opinions on Star Wars Rebels? It got better. I thought it was, but I think it got better.
Yeah. For me, Series 1, Series 2 was shit.
Yeah.
And then 3. How many series? Is there 5 series, isn't there?
5, yeah, I think.
Yeah. And there's a lot of stuff in it that I didn't like, but I enjoyed it. I just didn't like the world between worlds. I don't like these weird massive wolves and big giant Snorlax bear things having the force wielding. I always find it a bit too weird for me, but the actual overall, the characters and all that, I really liked it. And especially with Thrawn and all that. There was a lot of good elements, but there was a lot of like, you know, like the Inquisitors and all that. It was good. Darth Maul come back, good. But to this point,
and it rounded off Darth Maul.
Yeah,
it rounded off that whole arc. So that was good.
To this point, no, I still haven't watched. I think it's episode 1 and 2 or the pilot of Rebels. I just
no need to.
I can't. I just can't do it. I literally feel like I'm watching Aladdin, and he's running around. Running around this sort of like Mos Eisley kind of sort of place, and I'm like, I can't do this. I just literally can't do it.
That's what I'll do.
I'll go on and you do
So,
it.
do you guys have any other jobs? No. Well, yeah, we do.
Yeah.
That's it.
I wish content creators actually paid enough to actually survive, but
Yeah.
there's no way I literally barely enough make a month.
Our second job is sitting on the street pretty much with a bucket.
Singing.
We do.
Yeah, if you're going to make money from YouTube, you're going to be after getting thousands and thousands of views. Like, I could barely probably buy a figure a month on a YouTube money, if that makes sense.
I don't even get paid.
You're not even at 1,000 subscribers yet, so
No.
get Callum to 1,000 subscribers so he can monetize.
Yeah, I want to make 30p a month. That'd be good.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Oh, evening.
Evening, guys. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. I do a stream on YouTube channel every second Sunday with New Zealand collectors. Do you want to come and be guests? Well, I suppose we could, couldn't we? We can jump on.
Yeah, we're not from New Zealand, but we're.
Do you want us
close
to
enough
and talk like clone troopers? Hello, guys. It's us. It's us from England.
Just don't accidentally do an Australian accent. Whatever you do.
Yeah. Well, every other word would be C, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, we can do. It'll be a very weird time, though, won't it? New Zealand.
Yeah, we have to work
like 24 hours ahead of us.
You work. I work kind of normal-ish hours. You work everywhere.
Yeah. We'll see. Yeah.
It's great having camos from famous actors. We're not the only Star Wars fans. Yeah, that's it. Well, to be honest, how many? I was going to say birds, but how many women? I know, but how many women that started watching The Mandalorian because of Grogu, and probably opened up the door to Star Wars where they went, "Oh, actually, it's not too bad." So what's that? And the fellas like gone. Oh, so this is Star Wars. What you doing? Watch these three before watching these three. But you can watch these three, but they're nothing to do with these three, and you can watch this one. What?
Yeah.
Sorry.
And it's Jabba the Hutt. Oh.
Yeah. That's what you always call me. Damn it. Get a divorce now. Woo. How good does Ahsoka look? Ahsoka looks amazing. Like, it's kind of weird, isn't it? Because everyone hated Ahsoka, like season 1 of Clone Wars. It was just like, what? Anakin's got a Padawan? This is all bullshit. This has never happened before. That what? He had a Padawan between these years, and now look at her. She's like probably one of the best characters after Luke for me, to be honest with you. I think she's a better character than Anakin.
Yeah,
that's going to hurt
the way it was done.
No. But to me, it's
no. I like Ahsoka, but it's. I don't want to make too much of the trailer because you don't know yet, do you? I mean, you know, Andor. You could have said the Andor trailer was good. You could have said all the sequel trailers were good.
Andor were really good. Amazing. Can't wait for season 2.
Yeah. I want to film just for Andor.
It just makes I just feel, I mean, sometimes I think that, like on Facebook, sometimes I get so much Star Wars content come through and everyone's like, I think it's up for like some Academy Award or something like that. And everyone's like, oh, this is the best Star Wars content ever. And I'm like, how can you say as a Star Wars fan that this is the best Star Wars ever?
Yeah.
You can say this is the best Star Wars branch off kind of thing, but without having Star Wars at all. So you imagine just getting rid of everything and just having Andor as your first ever Star Wars
standalone thing. Yeah.
It wouldn't just have any of the magic or what anything of the other Star Wars would have. So it's, people can say it's the best series or something to branch off from the main trilogy, but you couldn't say it's the best Star Wars ever. Where are we up to?
There you go,
I
Lou.
think that's
Because he's
about
a selling
Grogu.
point.
Yeah.
He
did
was,
work.
and that's all he was. It's the same as what the Ewoks were, wasn't it? Let's face it.
Well, yeah, and Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, and that worked. Kind of did, though, really, for some kids. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember having like one of those hand flick things, but it was his tongue.
Yeah.
I
I
like
like
seeing
Christian Short off the
them.
ramp.
Yeah.
We got to watch Padawan in training. It weren't really in training, though, was it? She kind of took the lead and did what she wanted.
No, because there was a lot of fails with Ahsoka because she went in thinking that she was all cocky and was getting away with things, and then there was that moment where she took her whole squadron out and they got wiped out.
Mm.
They got completely wiped out, and she's been sort of like up on the game. She's been knocked back. She's been sort of like told to leave the Jedi Council and come back, but still held her own against other villains and whatnot. So, yeah, she's gone through like loads of stuff. I think really good character arc, and that's how you sell a character, not like. Oh, everyone cheered when Daisy Ridley walked on. It's not Daisy Ridley, but Ray. Everyone hated Ray. Mary Sue comes from nowhere, and everyone's like, "Oh, she's back," and they're like, "Yeah!" It's like
I don't know where those fans came from.
maybe they must.
You know what? I reckon they was just canned. It was just camp.
You had like Disney. You look around and you just see everyone just sitting there like silent, and then
it was just like loads of Disney stuff at the front.
I'm just like, you all hated Ray, like because she had no arc or where she came from. Like, yeah, it's just weird. It's really weird.
I find it weird that they've, but we'll see what happens with that film. Might redeem it a little bit. I also just got Bo-Katan Retro Collection, which fits well with the original. Would you like any more Black Series figures in the vintage colours?
I
don't think so. I don't think so.
No. Well, no. It's weird because I was thinking the other day, like I was talking to you about Hammerhead guy.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, yeah, hopefully they'll bring him out in the bar, cantina bar sort of thing. Like maybe they'll release him. But in the old Kenner line, he literally just had like a woman's swimsuit on. He had like bare legs, bare arms, and a big head. And I was like, no, that's not how he looked in the series. But for vintage sort of stuff, no, I'm not really. They did their best paintwork for back then, and now they should be applying their best paintwork for Black Series.
Which, let's face it, some of it slipped a bit. Like this Axe Whites that I painted had so many paint problems on it before I painted it. Like there's bits where they've just gone over the lines. I'm showing. There's bits here like where it was black, and they've just bled into the main thing. There's quite a lot of it wrong. I think they just don't care.
Just pay splodge. Go on in. Next
one. Oh, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Reckon with the movie being made, Ahsoka, The Mandalorian, and Book of Boba Fett will all tie in and face. Yeah, that's pretty much what it's all gearing to.
Yeah, it's going to be like a Thanos event, isn't it? Like,
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's like there'll be like an end game, won't there?
Yeah. It'll be like,
and they'll all join together.
Assemble! But I imagine, actually saying that, Luke Skywalker coming back. I wonder if they bring out Leia and all that as well, like in the digitalized kind of thing. Obviously, not bring back Leia like as a puppeteer, like.
Yeah. They just dig her up.
Yeah. But bring them all back for like
having Luke work with Boba would be cool.
Mm.
Like
Luke,
just
Han and Bubba.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
yeah, that'd be good. Well, they'll tie in this new Indiana Jones film's actually just a branch of Star Wars, and they're just hard in the multiverse.
Yeah. It just go through and just go, "What? I'm back. I'm alive!" Like, so yeah. No, it'd be good. It'd be yeah. I think it'd be good. Whatever they do, I'm hoping this kind of bit's going to be good. Original Kenner Bobber. I think they have done that. I'm sure they have for Black
I thought
Series.
they did, yeah.
What I've done recently is Zuckus and Forlum.
That was a double pack, wasn't it?
Yeah, I picked up Obi-Wan Kenobi of the old one, but they haven't done it for a while, have they? Because they didn't do the ESB stuff either. When it was
No, I don't think they did.
Maybe the Wampa?
I think they did it all updated, didn't they?
Yeah, I don't remember any other one.
Oh, I forgot the Wampa was even a figure. I forgot that.
Apart from Boba Fett, actually. He was a ESB, but... Oh, did they? No, they didn't do Vader, did they, with a vinyl cape?
No. Yeah, no. I don't think they did.
Yeah. Hey.
Well, don't get me started on those stupid Jar Jar tongue pops. Facebook.
Facebook. Paid actors.
Paid actors.
Yeah. It's just weird.
Yeah.
It's just weird where people started cheering for her. I mean, obviously she's not going to walk into a room that's like just going to be quiet, but
that would have been funny though. She'd walk down, it's just you're
like, what? I mean, it's not Daisy's fault, it's actually the film's fault, but yeah, I don't know. We'll just see.
Yeah, but
I was watching Star Wars Theory actually the other day, and he was saying about.
Have you been seeing some of his shorts he's been doing with like?
Yeah, where he's still at the airport. Yeah. It does make me laugh actually. I've been watching him since the very first one. Actually, I've always been a thing of his, but
I've always liked him. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he started putting his face on camera all the time. Beforehand, he never put his face until he'd done that.
Yeah.
Video,
I like his stories. He does like all the backstories of stuff.
Yeah. And that Darth Vader video he done as well was amazing. And I watched that loads of times.
That's why Disney hate him.
Yeah. But he was saying, he was reading an article saying about Kathleen Kennedy, saying that the Star Wars crawl will come back for these other movies. And he's like, I don't think it should. I think it should only be the Star Wars saga. But I'm like, the Star Wars crawl is Star Wars. Like with Rogue One, I sat there for about an hour waiting for the crawl to start because I just wasn't ready for the film to start. I was just like, what? Where is it? Clone Wars, the Resistance series, games. Even when you got a Star Wars comic, the description of the thing would be in the crawl. It's like any kind of media that you got always had the crawl, and
it's iconic.
And I think all movies should start with the crawl. It'll tell you it's like a little monologue of what's happening. It gets you into that thing. The music, like your hair, maybe different music, maybe not have John Williams, and stuff like that, but it definitely needs a crawl. Like 100%. And I wish Rogue One had it because, yeah,
I think that's one that should have had it because it was tied in to the main saga, didn't it?
Like like I remember watching it with my friend, like Star Wars recently. He's never watched the Star Wars, and I started going through them. Missed out Solo because it's not really sort of thing.
It's a good film, but it doesn't really.
But you can watch it afterwards.
Yeah,
you can't watch the whole movie and then watch Rogue One because then it's like, oh, was that before then? Then you're like, yeah, because they get the plans. It really ties in well with A New Hope, so you kind of have to put it in.
We pretty much run straight into it.
Yeah, so. But if you're going to watch all the movies, you kind of have to watch Rogue One. You can't not watch Rogue One until the end and then go back again, especially if you're a new fan, because it's like, well, why don't you just put this in the middle, right? So yeah, it should have the Star Wars crawl because to me, even though it's that it does actually feel like it should have been. And I think actually they could actually release a new trilogy, as Rogue One as the first one, and then we're going to have a second film that fits in between Empire, and they could do it. Do you know what I mean? One after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
It's a trilogy that's fit outside the Skywalker thing, but it's called Rogues. So you got that's Rogue One, and then Rogue Two, which is a whole new group of rogues, like the ones to go out and get the new plans for the new Death Star or something. And then, do you know what I mean? And then going on from there, I think any kind of films like that would be pretty cool. If Kathleen Kennedy, obviously, if you're watching, like, sign me up.
Or quit your job.
Sign me up.
They own it as well, don't they? So it's don't matter.
Yeah. All right, that interview with that woman about that new thing as well.
That was dire.
It's just
she didn't know what she was on about, did she? She didn't even know what she was saying.
Women, Star Wars, women.
And then she's going, yeah.
She's filmed
women.
it all though. Like, Christ, you must know what you've done. But I play this incredible leader. She's really cool. It's really nice to have a team underneath her. She's like, and to progress through this story. Boom. Not repress women. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, and they were saying that Star Wars is too masculine. I'm like, wait, hang on. You've got Rogue One,
but you've got one of the most masculine people of the 70s, where it's like Han just rescues her and all that, and she's like, just get him away.
Yeah.
You know, like,
you've got Leia, you've got Ahsoka, you've got Rogue One person. What's her name?
Erso.
You've got Rey.
Yeah. You got Hera.
Yeah.
You know,
most
of other Jedi's as well.
Most of the main people in Star Wars were women that did a lot of the heroic stuff. Yeah. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, what is this woman on about?
I've no idea.
And she was typical. That is a typical Disney employee. Like,
yeah. But it's just no idea. Like, oh well. Good idea. I know it was a good idea. Oh, take care, mate. See you soon. Going to build Lego. Well, I hope it's a good set, mate. Indeed.
Yeah, stick us on in the background.
Yeah, I really want to get the final duel, but I just don't want to pay like I think it's like 70 quid or something. Just don't pay that.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. See you later, guys. Work calls. Catch up the rest of the chat in the morning. All the best, Steve, with your kids. Thank you, Lee. You take care, mate. Gareth Jones. Just finished painting IG-11 and the Mando credit collection as you inspired me with your videos. Cheers. Nice one, mate. Pretty cool. Yeah, because at the time when I got that guy, you can pick up, it annoys me because you can pick up IG-11 just like on the cuff now.
Yeah.
Actually, that reminds me of what I want to talk about. But with IG, the credit edition, it was just like, it was cheap and cheerful at the time. And I just thought, well, I'm going to repaint it all anyway. And I'll just paint it to make to the actual.
That's my one annoyance with the IG droids as figures. They're awful.
Yeah,
make them better. Like, come on.
They're tiny for a start.
Yeah,
and they don't stand.
No, my IG-88 is just chucked in a box now.
My IG-88 it literally looks like the one in Empire Strikes Back when in the Ugnaughts in the background, like just like sitting there. But yeah, anyway, that brings me on. Do you think in The Mandalorian?
I was going to mention that, what you just posted on Instagram.
Yeah.
I reckon he will to start off with.
Yeah, it'd be like season 4 or something like that.
Yeah.
But how cool would that be?
Yeah. But how would he jump it around?
Well, he's got the Force, isn't he? He can just use it as like he's moving the robot, like it's him.
Could do, yeah. Like a Jedi mech. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know if anyone's seen this on Instagram. So when you don't really see it, it's only when he's out in the stall area.
I'll get it up and I'll screenshot it.
The picture's useless. But
all right, okay.
It's not a great screenshot. I'll try taking it off YouTube. But so when the droid comes out into the stall area, he's actually got like creamy colours like sprayed on. His legs are cream. He's got goldy brown at the top here and cream here. It actually looks like they've painted the droid in Jedi colours. And I was kind of thinking, so it kind of looks like a Jedi droid, and because Yoda, well, baby Yoda's inside it.
Grogu.
Grogu. That's the one. Whatever you want to call it. But do you think he will use the Force to then or have his own lightsaber and fight? So it'd be like Grievous, but instead of just like lungs inside, it's got a little baby Yoda inside him.
Yeah,
And he's got his lightsabers like.
that'd be mental, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
And I want it to have the voice like Grievous as well. It's just
and it's got the cough as well. Like baby Yoda's in there like smoking 10, like. But yeah, I think if it went wacky like that, I'd love it. A robot with a Jedi in it that uses a lightsaber, but it's the only way that we could actually physically get like a robot with a lightsaber. But I suppose we had Grievous, I guess. But yeah,
he was more cyborg, wasn't
he? Yeah. So we have mech Jedi.
It would be like Power Rangers. They'll just go into this massive like Megazord type thing.
Yeah. It'll team up with all these little other ones as well. Like Freak and all that. They have their own ones and just turn into like a huge Death Star type esque weapon sort of thing.
Like those, didn't they do those really cheap like Transformer Star Wars toys once? Like we had like Darth Vader that transformed into like a crew, like his bomber type thing. It was a TIE bomber, I think it was. They used to transform into. Yeah.
I mean, they might. I mean, actually, that thing that was in season or episode 3, whatever it was, on the Mandalorian planet, that was kind of like a mech as well, wasn't it? That weird thing that was inside it, moving it around. Like the thing that captured the Mandalorian, Din Djarin.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of like a mech, wasn't
it? Yeah.
But maybe they'll keep upgrading it. Maybe next it will be like they might get one of these guys.
Yeah. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Try kidnap me now. So,
what they can do is they'll just take it to the mod guys on Boba's show. Yeah, so next Book of Boba Fett, you'll see Grogu will go to Tatooine with his new like IG-11 and go to these mod guys and they proper bulk it up. They give it all this like gear.
Well, they get the wrong idea and start cutting off his limbs and then adding them on. So he's got these super long limbs, little baby body. Like.
or she's giving him that really bad armor. They'll best scar it up.
Yeah.
And they'll make it a Mandalorian looking IG unit.
Yeah.
No, they'll just put one of the kids' helmets on top of it.
Yeah. Well, he's still got to get shot, isn't he? But he's going to get protected by this thing here.
Who do you think's going to shoot him?
Probably Gideon.
But it won't. I don't think they will because they want him, don't they? They want him alive.
Yeah, but he got his blood in the end, didn't he? From him, he got what he needed from him. So I don't know.
Gideon or Thrawn.
Yeah. Well, they're talking.
That'll be how it ends. He'll just get shot.
I mean, a lot of people are talking about the armorer being a spy, aren't they? But
yeah, you don't actually see her. It's weird, isn't it? She don't have much of a personality, and it kept showing her flying away.
Yeah.
When everyone else,
but she's made armor for Grogu. She's accepted Din Djarin in. But when Gideon was like, "What? The two factions are working together?" Like it was her idea.
Yeah. So
now I'm like, I think it's a little bit too far. Like I can't see any inkling that she has to do apart from she has got a horny helmet. But But
Yeah, but
everyone's
she
been
might
kind
have.
of speculating that about from the beginning, and I just feel like if they do it, it's kind of like, we all knew it. So I think she's
Yeah,
not
but she could have been a like a Mandalorian or whatever they were, and then
Mordilorian.
just kept that style helmet.
Yeah. I can't see how she would be a spy. There's nothing that's kind
Mm.
of sort of happened to them that she was like, haha, this is my plan all along. Like she didn't know Din was going to go and get himself sort of redone. Didn't know that Bo was going to go there. Like she didn't really stop him from going to Mandalore to go and get baptized.
No.
She didn't go, oh no, don't go there because it's 100% poisonous. Don't go, you will die.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a bit far fetched if she was. But I think out of everyone who would have been a spy, it would have been Paz Vizsla.
Yeah, or Axe Woves,
Yeah.
has he sort of had ties with them, or the guys that are already on Mandalorian. I mean, these guys have been going around for all the time on this little shitty boat thing,
and haven't been
got
found
attacked by Godzilla, which seemed to be new, and and they've
have never come across these.
Building the whole complex of the Imperial Army has never been seen there.
Yeah, I reckon they probably were because they went, "Oh, we can take you straight there," didn't they? They didn't say, "Oh, we'll help you find it. We'll take you straight there."
Yeah, so they know where it is and been there and why not?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We've got episode 8 next week. Looking forward to it.
It's been a quick series. No, it's gone really quick.
Weeks, yeah. And they've not even done a double episode thing either this time around either. So
no, I was hoping they'd done that last time, but they didn't.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad they're not. I like it where it's sort of like a little bit laid out, and then just got to wait a little bit more then for Ahsoka, haven't we? So, final scenes of Mandalorian Grand Thrawn looking out of his ship window. I'm kind of hoping that he'd just turn up and just like Gideon would turn up, and then like he would just Thrawn would just be like looking over Gideon dying or something like that. Just be like, and then walks off. Like he's just like.
I reckon it'll be Bo kills him with a Darksaber because he's got Beskar on now, hasn't he? So
yeah,
it'll have to be. Or Luke comes in and just
with his X-wing.
Yeah. Or
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
Yeah, if anyone, it'll be Ahsoka because obviously it kind of brings her in, and then it could even sort of finish where Ahsoka and all that they'll get up, and she's always helped the Mandalorians in the past as well, and just sort of gone and then look up and then just see like Thrawn's ship just comes in, it's just like
I'll handle it myself.
Yeah, with his glove. At first, I thought it was the armor and then axe, but it has to be the Mandians on the sail barge. Yeah, it just to me, if it's the armor, none of it would just make sense now. She's always tried to keep her faction alive. Well, actually, no, she's been killing them off by putting them on these dangerous planets, and then they want to go back to Mandalorian, where there's like giant, enormous Godzilla type beasts on there as well. Like,
that none of them had ever seen before.
Yeah,
I found that weird.
Yeah, it was a bit strange. It's going to appear in each series of the Mando and clean up the Fresh Art and Blackadder. I just think, if anyone, I think it would be Ahsoka. She would come back. She has connections with Bo. She has connections with Grogu. She has connections with that. Luke is a little bit too sort of high and mighty doing whatever he's doing, trying to murder his nephew at the moment. Right.
Before he's even born.
Yeah. Which is like the most awfulest thing ever. So, yeah.
We'll see. I think, obviously, Luke's going to be in the Ahsoka series. I mean, you can't have two of the biggest Jedi not speaking again.
And not spending time with each other.
Yeah.
And, it would be quite nice to actually see like an episode of Ahsoka talking about Anakin.
Maybe Luke and Ahsoka, she becomes the new Mara Jade, and they start getting a bit frisky.
No, because even that would feel a bit weird.
Well, she's about like 10 something years or 20 years older, isn't she?
Well, I mean, the Skywalkers do like an older woman, so
Yeah.
just saying. But I'm hoping they do bring in a Mara Jade or something like that. You know, we're due for death. I wonder who will die. Well, this is what I was kind of like.
It better not be Bo.
Yeah, well, this is kind of what I was thinking because they keep building her up, you know, and Din Djarin's been like, do you know what? I'm always by your side, or have you or back, whatever, what. And now, like, she would die and go, take it. This all belongs to you. You have the heart of the Mandalorian. You walk both ways. And I'll be like, no, don't.
And they're gearing up. They're gearing up to. They're getting quite a chemistry, aren't they? And you think, oh, maybe they're gonna, you know, they'll adopt Grogu as their own sort of thing, and they'll live happily ever after.
Yeah.
And then she'll die.
It'll
be at the end. It'll be, I loved you.
Yeah.
Take off your helmet, and then he'll have to go.
Helmet's like, ding, ding.
Yeah, he'll take his helmet off, and then season 4 will be him having to get baptized again.
Yeah. At least I'm here.
Yeah.
But I really hope it's not Bo. Really hope.
I reckon it'll be like, well, we've had Paz died, didn't they? So
yeah, which is kind of like
maybe
a big character-ish.
Maybe the armorer.
I think
because remember she's gone up.
Yeah, I think if anyone sort of dies leadership-wise, I think it would be the armorer because there's no need for her no more. She's kind of passed on her part to Bo, in a way, and then Bo's to lead the Mandalorians. Yeah, really, I'm accustomed to Bo. Like, she's had such a massive story arc. So, being Disney, will they kill her off? They didn't kill anyone off, though, in the last season, did they? So
no. And if they've killed Paz, Disney will be like, well, they only need one death. They can't see anyone else die.
Yeah, yeah. But they a lot of people are saying that because Jon Favreau is not announced for any of the other projects, so they're thinking like he got killed himself off because he's not going to be in it no more.
Yeah, it's weird that he's not part of any of the other stuff though.
Maybe he's contract. I mean, the thing is though, he's quite an established actor. He's not owned by Disney. Do you know what I mean? He's done a lot of his own.
But he's the Marvel one as well, and he does a lot for Marvel. So.
Yeah. So I'm not too sure what we're doing, but probably go over to DC.
Have you seen theory that the armor is Ursa Wren?
Yeah, I have. She was like, I don't remember. She was like the sort of grey. Was she grey haired? But of the Mandalorians.
Let me have a look.
Oh, is that the Wren I'm thinking of?
No, it's this one.
Sabine Wren's.
It's Sabine Wren's mum, innit?
Oh, her?
Yeah.
I can't remember if she died or not.
I don't know if that's right. There you go.
Yeah, I can see it. I remember who she on the thing was. If it was, what would that mean?
Well, she's part of House Vizsla and Clan Wren, Death Watch, Mandalore Resistance, and Night Owls. She is part of the Night Owls, which is what Bo is, isn't she?
Yeah. But
she's part of Bo-Katan's thingy.
Oh, see, I always kind of thought it might be this woman, but I can't remember if she died or not.
Yeah. I need to rewatch that series, apart from the first few.
Yeah. But I can't remember if she died. And that's the one I always thought the armorer was. Oh, Rook Cast. Her name.
Could be anyone, couldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it could be a geezer.
Yeah. I mean, it could be Kathleen
Right.
Kennedy.
It's been me, Boba Fett, all along.
It'll be
It could be
what
Amiga.
happens.
Could be Amiga. She's a Mandalorian. She's cast down.
She could get shot, and then her helmet will fall off, and then she'll be like, "I'm no longer walking away. My helmet has come off. Take me to be baptized."
Yeah. So
we'll see.
we just have to see. I mean, that's the thing. It's loads of speculations and whatnot. And the good thing they were going to do something with these speculations, rather than the speculations that we had Force Awakens and they gave us Last Jedi, and it was just like,
yeah.
There was a movie before this. Oh, just get rid of it. And then number 3 comes out. It's like, well, I've got nothing to play with now.
That was a shame, that, because number 3 of the sequels was actually, I didn't mind it. It would have been a lot better if they'd had more.
It's all they could do. The way I described the way that they've done the sequel trilogy was like, you know, when you play with your kids and all that, and you fold up bits of paper. One draws the head, one draws the body, and then one draws the legs. But what it was like, one drew the head, and then the next person drew the body and the legs, and then the next person was like, well, what do I do for the last bit? I'll just do my own thing. And that's kind of how it was. It just felt like that was all Disney could do, or the director and writers could do to save it. But it was just weird where they didn't leave the big bad as a big secret. It was just like, "Hi guys, I'm back."
Krusty the Clown. Krusty the Clown comes out.
Yeah, it was just when they announced the Emperor, I thought, oh, that's cool. And I thought it'd be like a little kind of a tease or just sort of something towards the end. But it's just like, the Emperor has been across the radio waves. Like, hello, pop pickers, I'm back. I am decided to. I'm going to play the Imperial March that hasn't been played for the last 30 years.
I think bringing him back was a mistake. I didn't think that was.
Well, it just ridiculed the whole entire 1 to 3. If they were going to bring him back, which would have been fun, what they'd done in the comics, but in a more sort of like, is he back? Is he coming? You know, and then it's like the third one is like, yeah, actually, no, the Emperor is fucking back. You know, like, oh shit. You know, but having him just sort of like non-existent and then just sort of he's back. He didn't even move. He was just stuck on the apparatus the whole entire time.
Yeah.
Like, so, and I think
hopefully I'll explain it more.
They should have got a new actor to play the Emperor. Someone younger, like just a young Ian McKellen. You know, just a young actor who's like in his 30s. So he's like the Emperor, but he's back. He's reborn. Do you know what I mean? So he's a bit young, and he's fighting them like
a clone version.
Yeah. That's
what I reckon they'll explain it, won't they? And that's what they're gearing up for with Mandalorian and stuff, anyway.
Yeah,
because Snoke's your first one.
Can't do it now. It's been done. So
yeah. Well, they'll try and rectify stuff, won't they?
Yeah,
that's what they've been doing the whole time. All right, should we end up there?
We can do.
All right. Hope everyone enjoyed. Obviously, don't forget to subscribe to both of us and follow 12 UK join it on Facebook.
And you can follow it on Instagram.
And Instagram, yeah. And follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, you can follow us if you like. You know,
if you feel like it. If not, don't worry about it. Yeah, but group's slowly growing as well. We've got 110 now or 109.
Yeah, but same like that, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're getting there.
Getting there, slowly but surely. Yeah. We just need to do
another
shout out, I think.
Huh?
Do another shout out for it to get a bit better.
Yeah. I did one last week.
I haven't even took a picture of Sky yet, so I need to do that.
Yeah, I thought you was going to do the Sky remote, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I haven't got Sky. I got Virgin.
Well, that would just do it and write sky on like a bit of paper.
I'll just go around and like someone's house where they got Sky satellite.
Yeah.
Frame a figure up there, like Jar Jar Binks or something.
All right. See you all later.
Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye.
Bye. There you go.
Bye. At the end.